Good morning, everyone. This is Tahira West, CEO and owner of Pure Peace Life Coaching. I trust that everybody is well and having a great day. This morning, we're going to talk about trust issues and abandonment issues. So, where do trust and abandonment issues come from? From my research and from polling my clients and friends and just my Facebook community, it usually starts with a parent or parents not raising you, or or they were raising you and they left. And it's usually around fathers. So, a lot of the time, what happens is, we have a father who leaves the home, the man who leaves the home, and as a result, moms have to work a lot, 2 jobs, 3 jobs sometimes, or one very grueling and demanding job in order to provide for the family. So that often causes a disconnect in emotional, and an emotional connection with mom and the kids. So what I'm discovering is that we're having a bunch of children growing up, feeling like they have to fend for themselves emotionally and, even physically sometimes. Because oftentimes what happens is, when you leave children unattended because of work or whatever, they get into stuff that they probably shouldn't get into, like sex before, the time is right. And, some of those experiences may not have been, good. And because there's not a strong emotional connection, a lot of boys and girls, they form their own opinions on life and sex and relationships. And, there's no one to really talk to them about it. So because we have this issue with abandonment and trust, what happens is we form this reality that for us it's extremely real, right? So if you're abandoned, right? So your belief is that you'll always be abandoned because there's something wrong with you, okay? So if you have this belief, well, there's something wrong with me because my dad or my mom or both my parents left, then who's going to love me? So, you're always in fight or flight mode. And fight is, like, don't get close to me. And if somebody gets too close, or you find yourself getting too close or falling, you tend to leave. You tend to sabotage the relationship somehow. Because if this feels too good or too amazing or too comfortable, then it can't be real. Therefore, you leave, right? You leave before they could leave you. You don't ever give yourself a chance. You don't give the other person a chance for the relationship to grow and where it could develop. Because if it grows and it develops into something amazing, but then they decide to leave because they see that you're unworthy, then that'll devastate you all over again, right? That's the core. But a lot of the times that's masked as, oh, I don't need a man. Or, man, I don't have time for these chicks. Or it's masked as, man, love sucks. Sound familiar to anybody, right? Or, I can't trust these people out here. They don't know me, right? And a lot of the time, because we are so hurt and because we didn't have like a parent to talk to about, heartbreaks and, just like, come here, like you're sad, like come on, let's hug, let's talk, let's snuggle. A lot of the times that's not the reality, right? Like I know for myself, that first heartbreak was it was devastating. It was devastating, right? It was so devastating. But I didn't feel like I could talk to anybody about it. So what happens a lot, like I know for myself and a lot of my friends, we kind of, had to heal ourselves, which doesn't really work if you don't talk to somebody else about it. You know what I mean? So we think we're healed, but what we're really doing is we're numbing ourselves, and then we're hiding behind our brick walls, right? We're hiding behind our walls of, well, if I hide me, like this person can't get to my heart because X did it. I'm definitely not going to give, Y, Z, A, B an opportunity to hurt me again. So we never really show our true vulnerable selves because, we're scared to get hurt. And that's valid, right? Nobody wants to be hurt. Nobody wants to be broken down. But as a result, though, we never really get true love. We really never get down to the core of true love. So what can we do as adults to deal with this abandonment issue? All right, well, the first thing that you have to do is realize that what happened was your parent left. Mom left, dad left, they left. And it has nothing to do with you. What happened was, they couldn't handle the responsibility of parenting at the time. It could be that. It could be a variety of reasons. Like, we could only speculate. And for some of you who really have no idea where your parents are, again, you could only speculate. But speculation doesn't help, right? So what you have to know is that you're not unworthy. You're not damaged. You're not, somebody who no one wants. You're not broken. Like, your parent didn't raise you. I got it. But a lot of the time, for those of you whose parents didn't raise you, or, you were abandoned, or there was a lot of, like, emotional disconnect, I would encourage you to look at the success in your life, right? Because I've realized that although there are many pitfalls to having abandonment and trust issues, there are also a lot of, like, amazing perks. Like, some people tend to thrive when their emotions are kind of tucked away, and they build, like, this amazing career. Okay, I'm not saying a career is everything, but what I am saying is acknowledge yourselves for the things that you do have. Because, there's the flip side of it, where there's some people who, who have their abandonment and their trust issues, and they just suffer, right? They suffer. It hurts them. They live a life of depression. Some of them have to be institutionalized. Some of them turn to a life of crime. There's a variety of things that can happen. But if you are definitely one of the really blessed ones to do have a successful life, give yourself credit, right? Give yourself credit for weathering the storm. And what you can do, this is for anyone, like, not only acknowledge yourself for your success, but also create affirmations for yourself, okay? So the first and most important one is you are whole and complete and fully capable. Can you get that? Whole and complete and fully capable. Like, there's nothing wrong with you. There are no missing pieces. You're not unlovable. You're not damaged. You're not broken. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. You're a good person. And in order for you to live the life that you love and to have a partner, let's be real, right? This is where a lot of it comes into play. How can you have a successful, healthy relationship if you don't feel like you can trust anyone? Or if you feel like this person's going to leave? I would say figure out how much of that is, defense mechanism. How much of that is stuff that, happened in the past that's not happening now, right? If you attract somebody who you think is fly, handsome, cute, beautiful, whatever, and you attract them now with that same mentality, all your relationships are going to end the same, right? In some way, it'll be sabotaged. You have to take your time to break down the lies that you've been telling yourself about yourself, okay? You're not going to be perfect, but you're imperfectly perfect. Like, you're perfect for you. You're perfect for you. The beauty that is you, the joy that is you, the joy that you seek, the wisdom that you seek, the love that you seek, it's all inside of your beautiful self, inside of you. You're a joy. But you have to start believing that. You have to start doing things that will show you that. When was the last time you acknowledged yourself? When was the last time you gave yourself credit for all of the amazing things that you do? When was the last time? Work on building yourself up. Stop tearing yourself down. Stop doubting yourself. Stop saying that you're not worthy. Like, focus on being the best you possible. Like, really. Now, I know a lot of you are going to have a hard time doing this. Tonight, my call will be about this. It'll be about abandonment issues. It'll be about trust issues. It'll be about just you finding yourself. Okay? It'll be about you coming into your own. Now, how do you do that? How do you find me on the call? Okay, the call starts at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's a conference call, and the number is 605-475-6230. That's 605-475-6230. And the code is 246-810 That's 246-810 Come on the call. Come build. Come talk. Let's talk these issues out, okay? You don't have to deal with them by yourself, because there's nothing new under the sun, and there's a whole lot of us with abandonment and trust issues. So I look forward to talking to you tonight. And if you can't get on the call is every Monday night at 7:30 p.m. Go to my website, www.purepeacelifecoaching.com, and, poke around, see what you find for yourself. Come and call me. Let's build. My number is 201-500-7146. Let's create a life that you love, okay? Love everybody. Love each other. Love yourself. Enjoy life. This is Tahira West, CEO and owner of Pure Peace Life Coaching. I hope you guys have a purely peaceful day. Peace.